basketball game. Let's meet our starting lineups. Representing the guests on the scoreboard, the Lindsey Blue Raiders.
All right, so we've got a little bit of some technical difficulty with Vernon. The first one starter will be a 0-0 Jordan Stevens, a sophomore from Russell Springs, Kentucky, 5'7" guard. Also, number 4, Sydney Hall, a sophomore from Hazard, Kentucky, South Laurel High School. Number 10 be Amelia Hodges. Hodges, a point guard, a freshman from Bardstown, Kentucky. Number 11 by Malia Oldham. Oldham is a senior, small forward, 5'11", from Lebanon, Tennessee. And the final starter for the Blue Raiders, number 21, Haley Eisen, a 5'10" senior from Walton, Kentucky, a transfer from Georgetown College. And we talked about coached by John B. Weddington. Impressive record against UPIKE, 37-7 in his lifetime as the leader for the Blue Raiders. So let's meet the Bears. Familiar starting line for the Bears. I'll be a senior from Madeira, Ohio. Number 10, Mary Englert, a 5'9" junior from Wise, Virginia. Number 21, Bailey Frazier, sophomore from Independence, Kentucky. Number 22, a walking double-double, Morgan Stamper. Number 24 from Athens, Greece, a senior, Georgia Sederi. And a senior from Williamsburg, a big night on Monday night, number 30, Sierra Feltner. And the Bears are coached by Clifton Williams. 99 wins, 74 losses, and his 6th season leading the Bears. A 1-11 record against the Lindsey Wilson Blue Raiders, but there's Coach Wells always says you don't look in the rearview mirror, you look in the windshield. You have to look in the windshield tonight, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think our girls are focused on the future, and building a culture and building a program takes time, and the old adage is it just takes what it takes. You got to work through some of those things, and Cliff is now starting to reap the benefits of all his hard work. He and Coach Wheeler, who's been his sidekick and done a great job. We're excited about this game tonight, as all of them, but I tell you, if you're not fired up for this one, I think your wood's all wet.
Well, Coach Williams told me before the game, it's one-game championships. It's one game at a time. We got to win each one of them. Got 5 conference games left. Nothing bigger than one right now. With the center circle, Feltner, ball is tipped up. The Bears will control the tip. We'll get over to Feltner.
Very nice crowd in the building tonight as well for a women's game.
So they're running through. Look like man-to-man defense coming from Lindsey Wilson. Feltner, nice start to the game.
Great to see her get going again.
As he had 20 in the first half, not as the first 2. Bears leading this one 2-0.
I think we've seen when she starts off well, we tend to play well as a team.
Over to Stevens. Stevens looking at Glover. That's Heisen, excuse me.
Yeah, John B's got him working a little bit of this high-low with 11 and 21, and got fortunate there. We did the old bullfighter defense right there, Olay, and let her get to the rim on us, but somehow they didn't score on that.
Yeah, a little missed shot at the rim, and the rebound come off. It kind of looked a couple of players looking at each other there, Coach.
Yeah, I think everybody, all 10 players, even Oldham who shot it, were surprised they missed that.
Work the basketball around over to Stevens. Stevens got the basketball back over to Hall. Hall got 2 on the shot clock. They don't realize the shots are blocked by Bailey Frazier, who Coach Wells points out most games leads the teams in block shots.
And I say that because it surprises the heck out of me. Not that she can't do it, but your 2 and 3 guard should not be the one usually leading you in block shots. But hats off to Bailey Frazier. That's an awesome job by her.
Engler over to Frazier, back over to Feltner. They'll stay man-to-man defense. Feltner working off a screen from Morgan Stamper. 3-point shots up. Rattles around, comes off. Stamper's battling for it. She may have got held on the inside. No call. Sydney Hall's going to push the basketball down for the Blue Raiders.
She will not be denied from somebody holding her arm, I promise.
Back over to Hodges. She'll back it back out.
Hodges comes from Bardstown, Bethlehem, and very, very, very good guard. Played on some really good teams down there at Bethlehem to kind of get their program changed around. I'm familiar with them from my days at Marion County.
Shots up, shot rattles around, comes off. Morgan Stamper battles for it, comes away with it, may go away with the walk, and then the official says
almost twice.
Yeah, almost twice.
I think they caught her on the second one.
It's one of those things. She was looking to push on that break, though, Coach, and then Lindsey Wilson kind of converged on her, and she's not really used to handling the basketball.
Yeah, you don't hate that effort. That's a hustle play, and you move on to the next one from that.
Hodges got the basketball for Blue Raiders. 25 on the shot clock. Screen comes up, gets to the free throw line. Stamper will switch out on her. They'll swing it over to Oldham. Oldham's got the basketball. Swings it back over to Eisen.
Eisen has been very aggressive so far tonight, and another good drive right there. Got to the free throw line. Mary just may have came down on her verticality on that play to the rim.
Engler's first, team's first.
But Ison has been very aggressive so far in these first couple of minutes of the game.
Good free throw shooter as well, 84% on the season. She'll have 2. Kind of got past Engler on that drive there, Coach. Kind of showed her in front of her, and Engler trying to play catch-up.
Yeah, they did a really good job of moving, and the ball touched both sides of the floor to make your defense rotate, and we got caught in a switch action there, and if you don't meet on those switches, sometimes they get on your hip, and that's what happened right there.
Awesome makes both of them more tied at 2. Closing in on 8 minutes to go here in the first period of play. Mid-South Conference action. Blue Raiders and Bears Knights. Stamper over to Frazier.
Both teams showing a man-to-man defense right now, which I enjoy watching.
Stamper kicks it back out to Sederi. Sets her feet, holds her release. Bang! Georgia Sederi puts the Bears up 3.
Great shot there by Georgia, and you're not going to get more open than you were right there. And if as good a shooter as she is, I'd say that's probably regretful for the Blue Raiders leaving her that open.
Got Hodges at the basketball, swings it back over. Inside as Ison staying aggressive, once again working in Stamper, swings it back out. Shots up, Oldham shot rattles around. Morgan Stamper with another rebound, gets it with Bailey Frazier this time.
Yeah, there's a lot of comparisons, I think, right now so far of Ison and Stamper. Both of them play similar type of ball game and should be a good matchup throughout this 40-minute game.
Sederi over to Stamper. Engler with a nice post, shots up, won't go. However, she's fouled. That'll be on number 4, Sydney Hall. Her first, team's first. I'll send Engler to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Here's our high-low to match your high-low on the other end. Great pass there by Stamper, stretching the defense out, and Mary Engler did a great job of posting up and getting the defender on her hip to get to the free throw line for 2 shots here.
Engler's first shot rattles around, comes off. 84% on this season. She'll have 1 more. Bears leading this one 5-2.
Yeah, Mary's not going to miss many of those.
Spins the basketball, holds a release this time. Rattles around, comes off that time as well. That's going to be Oldham's rebound for the Blue Raiders. He'll give it over to Hodges, who'll push. Swings back over to Stevens. Swings around. Back over to Ison. Back over to Hodges. They'll get it to Oldham. They're swinging around. Nice patient offense from Blue Raiders. Now they're going to try to work. Swinging at 3-point shots up. 3-point shots down. That's number 4, Sydney Hall with the bucket.
Yeah, that was a smooth stroke right there. She's you could tell that she's familiar with that jump shot out there, and you've got to go get in her shirt a little bit, not let her have that space to make those clean threes.
She definitely had a good high school career at South Laurel High School. Feltner gets all the way to the bucket, tries to finish. She does. Sarah Feltner's got 4.
Yeah, she did a great job scoring that over Oldham, who's got some length and size on her, but that's a great job adjusting her shot and getting that into the basket.
Feltner definitely playing her best basketball of the season so far.
No question. I think since she came back from her COVID break, she's really, really been a tremendous asset to the team.
Hodges over to Hall. Hall back to Hodges. Hodges going to drive this time. Look at the kick. No, nice job, Georgia Sederi to cut off that lane. Shots up. Shots good. That's Amelia Hodges with the bucket.
Yeah, she just kept probing, went to the right, probing, went back to her left, and got a little bit of an opening there, made a nice, tough shot there in the short corner.
Tied at 7. Feltner shots up. Shots good. Feltner's got 6 quick, Coach.
Yeah, very confident. You can just tell her body language. She's very feeling good about herself, and that was a great move. Just one dribble, pull up from the elbow, and nothing but nylon.
She's hunting buckets right now, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Over to Stevens, being guarded by Feltner. She'll drive. Physical play at the bucket. Stamper comes over the rebound.
A little bit of a car crash there at the rim, but that's the conference play for you.
Over to Feltner. Feltner picks her dribble up, gets back over to Engler. They're going to reset. Gives it back over to Frazier. Frazier gets to the free throw line, kicks it to Sederi. Got 17 on the shot clock. Stamper, tough post. Stevens with the steal for the Blue Raiders. The pass is out to Oldham. Her shot's up. Her shot's good. We're tied at 9.
Yeah, great awareness defensively. Ball went into Stamper, and you could tell they had a play, and they were going to go double team, and got some hands on that ball. But if she can control that one, if they're going to double off of Bailey Frazier, they're going to pay for that all night long.
Stamper back over to Feltner. Close on 20 on the shot clock. Englert picks her dribble up back into Feltner. Floater, shots up. Good. Sierra Feltner's got 8 quick, and the Bears lead this one 11-9.
She is feeling it. Those that will remember Vinny the Microwave Johnson from the Pistons got that approach about her, getting to the hole, shooting a jump shot. Just really confident in what she's doing. I love to watch her play like that.
Hodges with the basketball, swings it over. Back to Oldham. She's want to drive against Englert. Shots up, shots off her head, out of bounds. We Bears the basketball. Got a couple of subs coming in for Lindsey Wilson.
Yeah, we were fortunate on that play that one, she didn't make the basket and to get it back by falling off her shoulders, but we got some subs coming in, I think, for the Blue Raiders.
Yeah, so we got a timeout coming up here. So with 4:33 to go in the first period to play, Bears leading this one 11-9. You're watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to the UPIKE Gymnasium with 4:33 to go in the first period of play. Bears leading this 11-9. Coach, quick start for Sierra Felton, 8 points. Morgan Stanford's already got 3 rebounds.
Yeah, I like the pace of the game right now, even though it's super close. 2 really good teams that are fighting for every possession, and love to see the pace we're playing. Both teams man-to-man with their matchups, and that'll be an enjoyable game. Hopefully we can continue to play like we've been.
Felton over to Engler. We've got a couple of subs in there for Lindsey Wilson. We'll get those reported in just a second.
And just as I said that, they switched over to a 2-3 zone.
So Derry back over to Feltner. 15 on the shot clock. Frazier got the basketball. Engler baseline jumper, shots up. It's good. 13-9.
Great ball movement, great spacing. Found the open player, and late closeout will cost you 2 points in the short corner.
Engler's first bucket of the evening. Bears up by 4.
And the Bears will stay in their man-to-man right now.
Patterson and Glover checked in at the break for the Blue Raiders. Over to Hodges. Back to Ison. Sydney Hall shots up. Sydney Hall shot rattles around. Morgan Stamper with her 4th rebound here in the first period. Gets over to Sierra Feltner.
I would say our game plan is to make sure Hall puts it on the floor. She's getting way too clean of a look. That we'll pay for that if we don't get in her shirt tail. Make sure she's putting it on the deck and not getting open shots.
Stamper with a tough post. Kicks out Engler. Her shot's up. Doesn't draw anything. Stamper with the hustle rebound, comes away with it. Gets back over to Sederi, unable to control it. Turnover Bears over to Ison.
Great effort by Stamper to secure the second shot there, and then we just didn't do a good job on the pass and catch there and had a turnover. Is that our first one?
First turnover of the game so far for the Bears. No, second one. Stamper got called for the walk. Bears up by 4. And closing on 10 seconds on the shot clock. Stops, pops, shots good. That's number 10, Amelia Hodges with the bucket.
Great drive under control. Didn't get panicked out. Maybe got away with a little bit of a push off, but rose right up and made a nice little bucket right there in the paint.
She's got 4. Bears up by 2. Back over to Feltner. Got multiple subs for both teams coming in. Next dead ball. Feltner tried to finish, unable to do so. Stamper with her 6th rebound in the first period. Frazier 3-point shots up. Rattles around, comes off. That's Ison with the rebound for the Blue Raiders.
Yeah, not a bad possession, not a bad look. I'll take Bailey Frazier shooting open shots in the corner all night. She'll make more than she misses of those.
Hodges got the basketball for the Blue Raiders. Over to Hall, swings it to Ison. Back over to Hodges. She drives against Frazier, shots up good. We're tied at 13.
Hodges is aggressive tonight. She's really going to the rim hard, and you know she's a talented player. I told you she got a lot of experience from her days in high school, and she's doing well.
Over to Frazier. Well, man-to-man once again, right, Coach?
We are back into man-to-man.
Okay.
Yep.
Felder's got the basketball up top to Sederi, closing on 10 on the shot clock. Frazier backdoor cut, nice pass. Shots up, doesn't draw anything. Be out of bounds. The crowd's wanting some contact, but no call.
Yeah, I'm not sure that anybody naturally shoots one that high unless somebody grabs a hold of your arm or fouls you. I'm going to give my vote for a missed call there.
Oldham and Stevens will return to the lineup for the Blue Raiders. McNulty and Reed will check in for the first time for the Bears. We're tied at 13, under 2 minutes player in the first period. Drive, kick back over to Oldham. Oldham working against Felder. Looks around. Hodges got the basketball. Patterson comes set a screen. Goes the other side. Oldham's 3-point shot. Rattles around. Mary Engler with a hustle rebound for the Bears. Behind the back dribble. Knocked out of the bounds. The Bears will retain possession with 27 on the shot clock.
Yeah, good hustle. Probably trying to do a little bit too much there in open court with the ball, but certainly a great hustle by Mary to outrun the rest of the Blue Raiders to the basketball.
Tied up 13. Feltner will inbound the basketball over to Englert. She spins. Jumper's good. 15-13. Englert's got 4 in the first period.
A great coaching point right there that all our listeners and viewers need to pay attention to. You notice that Oldham ran through the passing lane, didn't get the ball, and all that does for your team is make them have to play 5-on-4 at the rim. We took advantage of that. So if you go for the steal like we did there, that's the ones you want.
A.J. Reed will stop, get it to Englert. She stops, pops, unable to get it to go. Rebound to Sierra Felton. The Bears will back it back out. 1 minute to go here in the first period. Bears up 15-13. Over to McNulty to Reed. 3-point shots up. Good. Nope. I thought it was going to be good. Rattles around, comes out. They battle for it. And that was Glover coming on the rebound for the Blue Raiders.
I liked our poise on that position. Ball just didn't go in. Got a second shot out of it. Sometimes that happens. You just got to play on to the next possession.
Oldham's got the basketball. Gets it over to Glover. Swing to Hodges. That's Patterson. Back to Glover. Glover's now in the play for the Blue Raiders. Shots up. Shot rattles around. Engler with a nice rebound for the Bears.
Great opportunity for us to either get a layup or set up right here.
Engler's going to go all the way to the bucket. Tries to finish. Unable to do so. McNulty, the freshman with the offensive rebound. She's going to be fouled going up. I think it's going to be on Jordan Stevens. That'll be her first, team second here in the first period.
Yeah, that's a tough decision to make. You got 30 seconds on the clock. You could play for the last shot, but Mary felt like she had a layup. But thankfully, Leanna didn't quit on the play and went and got a second shot and got herself to the free throw line. Those are coaching decisions, and tough ones to make there right at that final play, especially in women's basketball where you have 4 quarters.
Leanna has 2 shots. First shot's up, and it's good. She's 77% on the season. She makes the first. She'll have 1 more. Again, her development keeps on getting better every single game. Solid game down at Williamsburg on Monday night as well.
Yeah, she's one of those kids that just keeps continually improving every single time she has a practice, has a game, and she's just a star. She'll end up being great for us, and obviously she is now.
Had an ACL injury her junior year of high school. I didn't realize that until I talked to Coach Williams.
Yeah, I think she wears those knee sleeves just to kind of keep herself warm all the time and try to take care of herself. But she does do that. She takes care of her body as well as she's great in school and everything. Nice move.
Ison kind of create a little bit of separation. She'll get the bucket 17-15. Got 3 on the shot on the game clock. Feltner is going to be called for an offensive foul. That's a tough call with 2/10 of a second to go. That'll be Feltner's first.
Yeah, that was
second.
That was a great setup there by Glover. She did a great job. She saw it coming and got that set, got her feet set, took a good charge right there.
So that'll end the first period of play. After 1 period of play, the Bears leading this one 17-15. Watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to UPIKE Gymnasium. Bears lead this one 17-15. You have an opportunity to see our fan section. Again, it's a blackout night. Everybody's got the T-shirts on, supporting UPIKE Bears, coach, on the 2 big ball games for the men and the women.
Yeah, the backs of our shirts all say I am UPIKE, and we all stand together in one big family here in Bear Nation, and we're proud of that.
So Stanford return the line for the Bears. McNulty's got the basketball to Reed. Got 15 on the shot clock. Back over to Feltner. She works off a Stanford screen. Free throw line, back to Reed. Her shot's up. Shot rattles around, comes off. Nice rebound from Oldham for the Blue Raiders.
Yeah, Oldham's a really skilled player to be as long and tall as she is. She's taking a 3 tonight. She's got an offensive rebound, brought the ball up the court. Very versatile basketball player.
Hall back over to Hodges. Working against Reed. Closing on 10 on the shot clock. Hall being guarded by Sederi. Ison, who got the basketball. She'll work his Minolti. Shots up. Shots good. Tied at 17. Ison has 6 here in the first half of play.
Yeah, she definitely knows how to score that ball. She's done a great job of working her body and getting into you. I'd say Georgetown College is probably upset she's not there anymore.
She averages 12 a game. She's already got 6. Over to Feltner. Controls, we're tied at 17. She drives against Hall. Reads at the basketball. Tries to get the bucket. Tries to finish. Unable to do so. They're going to get Hodges with the push.
Yeah, you like that as a player there. She missed her first 2 threes. Both of them are close, but go in and get you an easy one to the basket. And sometimes the shooter, all they need to see is that ball go through the rim one time, and that could be at the free throw line. It could be anywhere. And AJ's giving herself a chance to get regrouped here and get going.
That'll be Hodges first. Team's first here in second period. Reed makes the first, and Reed on the season has only missed 2 on the year. She's up to 94% on the season. Bears leading this one 19-17. It's Reed's first 2 of the game. Hodges got the basketball for the Blue Raiders. Been working against A.J. Reed. Glover will set a screen. Nice solid screen. Stanford pick up Hodges. Pass back to Oldham. Oldham will try to get to the bucket. She does. Pass to Derry. We're tied at 19. Oldham's got 4.
Yeah, I think as a coaching perspective, we're having a hard time guarding the dribble drive. We're not doing a good job of staying between our man and the basket whatsoever. And Lindsey's back in their 2-3 zone here a little bit.
Stamper's going to try to finish at the bucket. She does with her right hand. Morgan Stamper's first 2 of the game.
I like that option. That's a great play against the 2-3 zone that forces your middle person to come up and guard. And she did a good job of ripping and getting to the rim and went strong hand.
21-19, Bears leading this one. Hodges back over to Hall, being guarded by Reed this time. Over to Ison, being guarded by McNulty. Back to Oldham, back to Glover. Ison working against McNulty, tries to finish the left hand. She does. We're tied at 21. Haley Ison's got 8 the first pass.
Unbelievable move right there. Kind of forced her away from the basket. Probably got fouled a little bit and went to her left and still finished that one. That was a tough shot, and hats off on that move. That was a great move.
So Derry's pass intercepted by Ison.
I'm not sure Georgia realized we're in black today, not in white. That was right directly to the defender.
Turnover Bears. And that's going to be their 4th of the game. Over to Ison, guarded by McNulty again once again. She tries to finish at the bucket, unable to do so. McNulty be called for the foul, be her team's first here, second period of play. Frazier will return to lineup for the Bears, as long as with Jordan Stevens will return to lineup for Blue Raiders.
Yeah, you can tell they're really doing a good job of trying to isolate Ison in the post, high post or low post, depending which side of the ball goes on. And she's done a great job of using her body. That time she used her little forearm to kind of create a little bit of space and got to the basket and earned 2 free throws.
Ison's 3 of 3. It's the first lead of the game for Lindsey Wilson, 22-21. Mary Engler's looking to check in, and she will do so now. Ison's up to, she's first player in double figures in the ball game with 10. Engler will replace McNulty for the Bears. So the first trip down the floor, Coach, with the Bears trailing.
Yeah, and back in the 2-3 zone here, a little bit of a matchup. Well, not really, not just kind of a normal zone.
Filtering over to Frazier. She drives, stops, pops. Rather run comes off. Oldham with the rebound for the Blue Raiders.
Good drive to the baseline, just hit the front of the rim there, short-armed it a little bit. Not a bad shot, but now you got to come down here and respond playing defense. I'd love to see us try to deny some of this high post action versus letting them catch it and then playing off of them.
Stevens' pass is tipped around by a couple of Bears out of bounds.
Good hands down there, and there's one Kevin Justice almost got a loose ball down there at the front gate. We know him pretty well. I'm proud of Kevin Justice as well, my graduate assistant for the year.
Well, he's definitely enjoying the position, and I see him out on the baseball field today to help some little baseball too.
Yeah, we're trying to keep him with what he loves, but also nurture him in other things.
Stanford with a block for the Bears to come away with it.
Great defensive play to get that and also get down and also get the rebound.
So they're going to get Oldham with a slap. That'll be Oldham's first, team second period of play.
I turned my head for a second there. I don't know exactly what happened, but saw the end of it.
Yeah, so it was Stanford had the rebound and put a couple of dribbles down, and Oldham tried for the steal. And Oldham is asking the official, why is it on her, but she's the only Blue Raider around.
Oldham was not happy with that call at all. I really don't have an opinion. I didn't get a chance to get a good eye on that.
Well, you got to respect the men blowing the whistle, though.
Got to move on, and they're back in their 2-3 zone here, which has been an effective move by Coach Weddington here to keep us out of rhythm a little bit.
Reed got the basketball, a little hesitation on shooting that three, but however, she's going to make too quick of a foul, be on number 11, Oldham.
That was
two quick fouls.
Impressive block after the shot there by Glover. She sent that one hard to the wall, and I think that foul right there was a little bit of a culmination of the previous.
So Ison will return and replace Oldham. This will be the third team foul against the Blue Raiders in the second period. Felton's got the basketball. Gets to the free throw line. Jumper's blocked by Glover. Nice job of her. Gets over Jordan Stevens. He's going to push for Blue Raiders. She'll pull back out. They were in a little bit of offense there. The Bears going to stay man-to-man. Hodges got the basketball for Lindsey Wilson. Swings back over to Stevens. The free throw line. Sydney Hall's pass is knocked away. Nice job, Bailey Frazier, with a second block of the game, Coach.
The shot blocker is back. There's her second one of the night, and nice job of contesting that shot. Ended up getting a hand on it, and it's her second block shot of the evening already.
So got 9 on the shot clock, and it's going to be a timeout.
Coach Wethington wants to get an explanation on that, I believe.
So it's going to be a media timeout. Let's leave it right here. Let's go over some of the stats real quick as well. So Lindsey Wilson, 23 points, 9 of 21 from the floor, 1 of 7 from deep. The Bears, 21 points. They're 8 of 19 from the floor, 1 of 5 from deep. The Bears started off 5 of the first 6, and since then, Lindsey Wilson's made it a little bit more difficult for the Bears to put the ball in the basket, Coach.
Yeah, their zones actually caused them some problems, getting matched up a little bit better. Neither team is shooting it well from the three-point line, which, in a big game sometimes that happens. And both are really trying to attack, trying to live in the paint, so to speak, and they've accomplished that for the most part. That's why we've got such a close game, 23-21, and hopefully we'll see both teams loosen up a little bit, shoot it better as we continue on.
So the Bears turn over 4 times. Lindsey Wilson turned over twice. The Bears are winning the battle on the glass. 11 rebounds for the Bears and only 7 for the Blue Raiders. So now Lindsey Wilson will inbound the basketball from the baseline with only 9 on the shot clock. Ball inbounded, and it's going to be the 5th turnover.
Yeah, that's a tough one. You don't. She obviously tripped over somebody's foot. Nobody moved, but it did affect the play, and I'm not sure how you really go about calling that. To be honest with you,
especially if it's incidental contact,
yeah.
Right? So Feldner back over to Reed. Reed at the basketball back over to Frazier. Bears trailing by 2. Stamper. Feldner shots up. Shot's good. Sierra Feldner puts the Bears back up 24-23.
Nice inside-out action, and that's really where your best shooting comes from, is off a pass, and certainly when it collapses your defense and kick it back out. Great read there, great pass, and Sierra with a great jump shot on the perimeter.
She has 11. She's the second player in the game with double figures, and Ison is posting hard on the inside. Key Fowler is going to be the second on Mary England here in the first half.
Yeah, you've got to beat her to the position. Once she wins that top leg, she's in front of you, and she's going to win that. And I'm not sure the bench is aware that is her second foul.
And it's 2 on the Bears on the second period. Turnover. Gets over to Bailey Frazier. She's going to push. She's got Reed. Engler beat her player down the floor. Filner will stop, pop, hold the release. Rattles around, comes out. Stamper battles for it. Glover comes away with it. Gets it out to Hodges, who's got the basketball.
Yeah, that was a good fast break. Great penetration by A.J. Reed. Got in the paint deep, collapsed the defense, kicked it out, but just didn't get the 3 ball to go down.
Hodges got the basketball, works around an icing screen, gets over to Sydney Hall. She gets to the baseline, back to Hodges, tries to finish with right hand. She's unable to do so. Sierra Felton comes over with the rebound for the Bears.
Great defensive rebound there, and I thought Ison was actually inside position. She did a good job of getting that. Nice work by
Stamper finishes at the bucket. Haley Ison, that'll be her first foul, the 4th on the Blue Raiders here in the second period.
Yeah, I kind of felt that this is a good matchup between those two in the paint. They're both giving each other a hard time down there, and 2 really, really good players.
Patterson returned to the lineup for Blue Raiders, replacing Ison. That's Ison's first. Stanford's got 4 on the evening. Go to the line to his first time.
Both Coach Williams and Coach Wethington are going to roll the dice with 2 of their key players out there in the first half with 2 fouls.
Stanford's got up to 5 points and 8 rebounds in his first half. Bears back up by 4, Coach.
Yeah, great transition right there. We've got some stops that have led to some makes for us. It was good to see some defensive possessions getting stops.
Over to Stevens, back over to Hodges, back to Glover. Closing on 15 on the shot clock. Patterson's got the basketball. Works his angler. She got a nice piece of the ball on the shot.
Risque play right there with 2 fouls. That's hard to guard that, and Lindsey attacked right there on that play and just happened to not get the basket, but Bears answered with a turnover.
Glover's got had a nice little turnover. We get the steal, for the Blue Raiders. Patterson working against Reed. Back over to Hodges. Her shot's up and rattles around, comes off. Morgan Stamper. Glover comes away with it. Right-handed shot's up, rattles around, comes off. Mary Engler comes away with it. Gets to Alexis Reed. AJ stops, pops, holds the release, rattles around, comes off. Patterson with the rebound, maybe off her leg. It will remain Bears basketball.
That was a great effort down there by Glover on the offensive end. Very strong, great move. She did everything you wanted her to do with the exception of finishing that shot. Good for us, not so good for them. And then on this end, again, rebounding becomes a key for us with Morgan Stamper getting a great rebound.
So we'll send it back to the station for a break with 3:36 to go in the second period of play. The Bears winning this one 27-23. You're watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to UPIKE Gymnasium. Bears up by 4 here. Has a post inside of Morgan Stamper. Englert shots up. Finds the bottom of the bucket. Bears up by 6. 29-23. Englert's got 6 here in the first half. A good-looking play from Mary Englert on the inbounds pass. Nice little free throw line jumper. Hodges got the basketball working against Bailey Frazier. Over to Stevens. Baseline back over to Glover. Working back to Hodges. 15 on the shot clock. Good guard by Frazier up top. Screen from Glover. And they're going to call it an illegal screen against Bree Glover, and Coach Weatherington was going to say, what's wrong with that screen? I must be honest with you, Coach. I don't know.
You can't really do any better than that, to be honest with you. That was, I hate to get involved with officiating, but I thought that was he's probably got a good argument.
Yeah, so that's to be the first on Glover, the 5th on the team. However, the Bears will not shoot free throws on that foul. Feltner over to Englert. Englert looking on the inside for Stamper. Gets back over to Feltner. Reads at the basketball. Gets all the way to the bucket. Swings back over to Frazier. Frazier gets to the free throw line. Englert, nice weave action up here. Englert got the basketball. Stamper under 10 on the shot clock. Feltner looking to create. Going to force up the 3. Shot rattles around, comes off. Rebound. Oldham.
We had such a great movement to have to settle for a shot like that, but good defense there by the Blue Raiders.
Oldham's got the basketball. 20 on the shot clock. Back over to Stevens. Swings it back over to Hodges. Bears it by 6. Sydney Hall drops. Stops. Floaters. Good. Sydney Hall has got 5.
Yeah, did a good job of making her bounce it, and she made us pay for that as well. But I'd much rather see 40 minutes of her bouncing than 40 minutes of her shooting threes.
Bears it by 4, closing on 2 minutes to go in the first half. Feltner gets all the way to the bucket. Nice cut, A.J. Reed floater, front of the rim, gets her offensive rebound. She tries to finish layup. She does. Bears up by 6.
Great job. She tried the little floater, just came up a little bit short, but followed her shot like they teach you in middle school to go follow your shot. She got it and put it right back in. Hats off to A.J. Reed for a great play.
She's got 4. Bears up by 6. Hodges working against Frazier. Sydney Hall screen for her. Glover will come to another screen for. She works around Hodges. Stamper will pick her up. Behind the back dribbles. Shots up. Glover goes get the offensive rebound. Shots up good. Give Glover a bucket. Bears up by 4.
Yeah, great job of Stamper to go over to slide over to help. But there's a concept called helping the helper. We forgot to get down there and check out, and Glover did a great job of getting to the glass and getting the putback on the shot.
Glover's first bucket of the evening. Bears up by 4. Feltner gets to the bucket. Nice pass, Bailey Frazier. She finishes with the left hand. Bears up by 6.
Very fundamentally sound play right there. Good bounce pass, and Bailey Frazier used that left hand to keep it away from the defense. Hope all those young folks are out there watching that. Right-handed, that would have probably got blocked.
Frazier's first bucket of the evening, 33-27, under a minute to play in the first half. Glover, nice pass to Oldham. Her shot's up, won't go, but there's a foul.
Yeah, Glover's been a big lift for Lindsey Wilson coming off the bench, and great high-low pass there to try to get Oldham going again. That just really good high-low action right there.
So it'll be the first on Bailey Frazier, third on the team. Oldham's first free throw's up and good. Oldham's first trip of the evening. Give her 5 so far. Oldham on the season is 72%, and she makes both of those. Bears it by 4. Oldham will be replaced by Ison. So 33-29, 52 seconds go in the first half.
Yeah, this is a big sign of maturity right here for our girls to go in at halftime on a roll here, and man-to-man action here by the Blue Raiders.
Bailey Frazier's three is good. 36-29.
It's not always the greatest shot, but sometimes you feel it with a little step back, and Bailey's obviously very capable of making that shot, and that was a big shot here late in the second quarter.
Largest lead in the first half of the Bears, 7.
Great time for a stop.
Hodges swings it over to Stevens. Been guarded by Reed. The screen from Ison. She gets to the free throw line, picks up her dribble. Ison on the cut. A.J. Reed comes away with a steal. Gets it back over to Sierra Feltner, and Coach Williams says run one for run horns, looks like.
Yeah, I grimaced a little bit on that switch. He left A.J. on Ison right there, but she did a great job of just keep fighting and got the steal, and let's see if we can get us a basket at the end of the half.
Feltner with a pass into Stamper. That's a little bit wide, so the Bears up by 7 with 5 seconds to go.
Love to see Sierra improve her angle to throw that to post. One more dribble to the left would have got her a little bit better angle, and just a hand's length away.
Inbounds into Hodges. She's got the basketball. See if she gets a shot off. She does. Shots up. No good. Off to the right. So it takes it to halftime with the Bears leading this one by 7, 36-29. We'll be back with some halftime stats and comments. What do you have with Coach Will?
No, you can't fault that finish there. That was a great job by the girls.
So you're watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. So we'll start at the second half for Lindsey Wilson. We'll start the second half with the basketball.
I think we got the same starters for both groups on the floor right now, and we'll tip it up again.
Got a couple players with 2 fouls for each team in that first half. Nobody in really serious foul trouble so far. Over to Sydney Hall. Big guard by Sederi. Looking to Ison up top. She had a good first half for the Blue Raiders. Back over to Jordan Stevens to Oldham. Looking on the.
Working that high-low. Great help there by Sierra to cut that off right there.
Hall shots up, rattles around, comes off. Sierra Feltner coming on the rebound.
And that's a great battle on the glass. I don't know if you noticed Ison right there with Stamper both battled each other, but Megan kept her enough out of there where Sierra, her teammate, could get that rebound.
Feltner swings back over to Englert. Back over to Sederi. Puts down a couple of dribbles off of the screen from Englert. Over to Stamper. Closing on 10 on the shot clock. Over to Bailey Frazier. Nice roll to Stamper. 5 on the shot clock. Finishes with left hand. Rattles around, comes off. Offensive rebound. He may get Ison with a hold. Now this could be, it is. Now that's going to be her second foul on the ice. I thought it might be her third, but it's her second. First on the team here in the third period.
Yeah, that's a good battle. Those two emulate each other a whole lot in their play. Both are very talented players. That's a good matchup.
Frazier swings it back over to Englert. 15 on the shot clock. Looking for Sederi. Shot me over to Feltner. Feltner gets to the baseline, gets to Steven. Tries to finish at the bucket, unable to do so. Feltner with an offensive rebound. She'll back it back out. She'll run some offense.
Great job of creating us another possession right there off a missed shot.
Feltner with a nice dribble. Shots up, rattles around, comes off. Stamper another rebound, unable to finish. Oldham will come with the rebound.
Yeah, she's probably going to be a little regretful on that one. That was a pretty uncontested shot. Did a great job of rebounding and just didn't get the finish on that one.
That's her 10th rebound of the evening for Morgan Stamper. Over to Oldham. Swings it back over to Hodges. Gets all the way to the bucket. Tries to finish, unable to do so. Gets it between two Bears. Over to Oldham. Looking back to Hodges. 15 on the shot clock. Bears up by 7. Neither team has scored here in the third period so far.
Both seem a little bit tight on their shooting right now. It's really a strange. You usually do that at the beginning of the game, not in the second half. And yeah, that's not good defense. That's a blow by that you cannot give up. You got to stay between your player and the goal. That's unacceptable.
Stevens gets to the bucket to score. First one of the evening, 36-31. Get over to Englert. Englert stops, pops, finds the bottom of the bucket. Englert's got 8. The Bears up by 7.
She's got a knack for that mid-range shot. She's really good at it, seeks it out, and when she gets those shoulders squared, like she's very capable of making that a whole lot.
Well, there's no hesitation on that shot there. Over to Hodges, back over to Sydney Hall. 15 on the shot clock to Oldham, looking for the post on the ice, and that is quite a battle between Stamper and Ice on the inside. Hodges been guarded by Frazier, 10 on the shot clock. Hall been guarded by Sederi, gets to the bucket. Kicks it back out to Hodges, and so he's going to step on the sideline and be Bears basketball.
Great defensive stand right there, forced them to continue to move the basketball by staying in front of our defenders and end up getting a turnover out of it.
6th turnover of the day.
Great opportunity right here to stretch this lead a little bit.
Feltner gets all the way to the bucket, tries to finish, unable to do so, but that's going to be on Stevens. That'll be Stevens' second, team's third, I believe, here in the third period of play.
That's a great drive by Sierra. She beat her from the top of the key right to the rim, and earlier if she'd have taken a lesson from Bailey Frazier right there, used that left hand, I believe she could have got a basket and one.
Feltner 55% from the line on the season. That's only the second team foul.
I am not surprised to see Bree Glover come in. She had a great first half.
Played extremely hard in that first half for Glover. First one's up and good for Feltner. She's got 12. She'll have one more. Glover in that first half, 2 points and 4 rebounds off the bench. Thought she affected quite a few shots in that first half, too. Feltner is up good. The largest lead of the afternoon, or the evening, for the Bears, 40-31.
Great job there by Sierra making those free throws and capitalizing on that foul at the rim.
She's the game's leading scorer with 13. Hodges working against Frazier up top, over to Hall. Over to Ice and being guarded by Englert this time down the floor. She looks, stops. Hodges shots up. Good. Hodges with 3. Bears up by 6.
Great inside outlook right there. And she gave our student section just a little bit of a stare for giving her a hard time right there. She said, "Shush your mouth." I just switched that.
She's got 9, her first 3 of the afternoon. Englert stops. Pop! Mary Englert starting to feel it. She's got double figures. Bears up by 8.
Now that's a tough shot, tough contested shot. Just sometimes the offense is a little better than the defense.
That is a term I'm learning in basketball, is hunting buckets. I guess she's hunting right now.
She did hunt that shot.
Hodges got the basketball. The student section getting into it a little bit now. Hodges looking to finish at the bucket, unable to do so. Give it to Oldham. Oldham back over to Ison. She drives, working against Englert. Spin move, tries to finish with left hand. She does. Ison's got 12.
Man, she is good at using her body to get to the rim. I think Coach Wethington wants a foul at the rim on some of that one. I don't know that was, but she's doing a great job of using her body down there, scoring the basket.
Frazier on the backdoor cut. Goes back to Englert, big guard by Oldham. Gets all the way to the bucket, tries to finish the right hand. Oldham, nice defensive play with a block.
Yeah, she did a great job, and also she used her left hand and not used her strong hand and got a clean block. If she'd used her right, it would have went across her body. Great play there by Oldham. I've been impressed with her overall skill set.
Stevens will check in for Hodges. Bears will have 14 on the shot clock, leading this one by 6. 5:57 go to the third period. Going to be a foul on Oldham. That'll be her third, the team's third here in the third period of play. Oldham will be the first player of the game to have 3 personal fouls. And the Bears will inbound the basketball from the side. Bears have an opportunity to extend this lead back out to 8 or potentially 9. Feltner's got the basketball up top. 15 on the shot clock. Stream from Morgan Stanford. Back over to Englert. She looking to drive against Oldham, who's got 3 fouls. Englert fell down, gets over to Frazier. Got 5 on the shot clock. Frazier, nice move, tries to finish left hand. She does. Bailey Frazier got 7.
Yeah, she got her lifted in the air and took a long step there. I'll just take the bonus. I'm not sure she didn't drag that back foot, but we'll take it.
Well, it's it looked like an impressive shot here, but I agree with you,
Great
Coach.
shot fake. I'll give her the credit for that one, and that was a great finish with her off hand, too.
Glover gets over to Hall. Hall driving against Sederi. Nice spin move. Keeps her dribble. Back over to Oldham. 3-point shots up. Rattles around, comes off. Stanford's 11th rebound of the evening. He over to Englert. Englert's going to drive. Goes behind their back. Gives to Feltner. Feltner had Frazier in the corner. They're going back out with 20 on the shot clock, though.
Smart play. You probe, see if you can get a layup. You don't get you a layup that you want, set that thing up.
Feltner gets it back over to Stanford. 10 on the shot clock. Tries to finish at the rim, and she does. Morgan Stanford's got 7. Bears first time up by 10 this evening.
The shot fake is your friend, folks. It is. It is your friend.
The last 2 possessions, especially for the Bears. First time leading by 10 points on the evening. Oldham guarded by Frazier. We're going to get a hold against Georgia Sederi, I believe. It is. It'll be on Sederi. It'll be her first. Team's first here in the third period of play.
Yeah, you can live with a physical play right there. You don't want to be unaggressive, so you can live with that.
So with 4:31 to go in the third period of play, Bears leading this one 46-36. You're watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to the UPIKE Gymnasium. You can see some of the students here on the blackout night. I am UPIKE cheering on the Bears. They got a 10-point victory lead right now. Lindsey Wilson Glover drives. Going to be blocked to the rim by McNulty, but should be called for the foul. McNulty's team second and third period play. Now seeing Glover to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Yeah, this is a great matchup with Leanna and Morgan as well against Ison and Glover in here. That's two sets of 4s and 5s that are working against each other.
Glover makes the first. She's 63% from the free throw line.
I didn't realize she was left-handed. This must be her first shot attempt.
Second rattles round comes out. Bears up by 9.
Says that she was from Western Kentucky University.
She's quite a talented player, I know that. Felton's got the basketball, but illegal screen called against Morgan Stamper. Stamper's got to be her first, team's third.
I smelled that coming after the controversy of the last ball screen. I kind of felt that we might be seeing one of those coming soon on our side.
It's hard as a screener to stand right there, though, and absorb contact.
Yeah, that's 100% on the ball handler. Ball handler's got to protect the screener.
Hodges get to the bucket. Shots up. It was deflected. Lindsey Wilson will keep possession with 18 on the shot clock. 9-point lead for the Bears.
I've been really, really impressed with Hodges for a freshman.
We got a coach's warning against Lindsey Wilson. There's discussions on the sideline. We mount the basketball with 18 on the shot clock. Over to Glover, back over to Stevens. Stevens back over to Hodges, looking for Glover in the post. Been guarded by McNulty. McNulty standing strong on the inside. Glover gets to the other side of the bucket. Tries to finish, unable to do so. Gets the offense rebound. Scores the bucket. They're within 7.
I honestly think that's a travel. That ball did not hit the rim. It hit the net, did not hit the rim, but nonetheless, it's a play on. Good hustle by Glover on that.
Felton over to Frazier. Frazier gets to the bucket, tries to finish right hand. Glover's going to call with a contact. Now be Glover's second, team's fourth.
I think that was great up top, poor down low. I think there's a lot of body on that one, but a great block on the top side of that. Very athletic. I didn't realize how athletic she was.
Frazier go to the line shooting 2 shots, and I'll tell you what her free throw percentage is after she makes both of these. First one's good. Bears up by 8. Give Frazier 8 on the evening. She'll have one more. Good. She's 94% from the free throw line. That'll go up after those 2 makes. Bears back up by 9, Coach.
It's hard to jinx a 94% shooter, I
believe.
Well,
I definitely don't want to try, Coach.
I appreciate that.
The Bears have extended that rebounding advantage up to 8, Coach, as well.
Yeah, I'd love to see that keep growing. That's a great stat for this game for us.
Glover over to Hall, back over to Ison up top, looking for Glover on the post. She gets down to the bucket. Going to call Stamper with the foul. That'll be the second on Morgan.
Yeah, I don't like that call on either end. If it had been for us or for them, I think that they bailed her out a little bit. She was behind the backboard, and but they've been kind of consistent with that drive foul call. I don't love it on either end of the floor.
Ison 4-4 from the free throw line. She's got 12. First shot's up, and rattles around, comes off. I feel like maybe the whistle's getting a little bit tighter in this third period on both ends of the floor too, Coach.
I agree, especially after a little bit of the complaining. I think everybody's kind of tightened up. This is a weird strategy. No offensive rebounders in for Lindsey Wilson for that play right there to make sure they get back on defense, I guess.
Ison up to 13. They were within 8. Closing on 3 minutes to go here in the third period of play. Felton off of a Stamper screen. Being guarded by Hall up top.
Both post players on both ends have done a good job of trying to deny that basketball to get in low post position.
Felton off a Stamper screen, gets to the bucket, tries to finish right hand, unable to do so. Glover, nice athletic rebound for the Blue Raiders. Give her 6 rebounds and 5 points.
Great grab right there. That was a hard rebound, getting it out of your zone there. That was a nice play.
Hall with the ice, man, go with the push. Finish with the left hand. She's got 15.
She scored as many with her left hand as she has her right hand tonight. She's done a good job of getting that left side of the goal.
Be a timeout from Coach Williams here. There'll be an immediate timeout, I believe. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. I'm not sure how they signal 30-second timeout, but they say media. Let's leave right here. Let's go over some stats real quick here, too, as well, Coach. Lindsey Wilson, 42 points, 16 of 39 from the floor, 41%, 2 of 12 from deep for 16%. The Bears, 48 points, 18 of 39, 46% from the floor, 3 of 9 from deep, 9 of 10 from the free throw line. The Bears turn over 6 times. The Raiders have turned over 5 times. Battle on the glass. Bears winning at 22-15. The Bears have 8 offensive rebounds of those 22 as well, Coach.
Yeah, rebounding's kind of been the separator here a little bit, and we've made one more three in the series than they have, and that's why they've kind of came back a little bit to be a 6-point game. So hopefully our girls will get our percentages back up. We're down to 46% from the field, 33 from the three, which is winnable stats there, obviously, especially being 9 for 10 from the free throw line.
As a coach, I know right now they're really going to the post, tackling hard with Glover and Ison. As a defense, they're 2 of 12 from the deep. Would you force more of that three-point shot outside of Sydney Hall?
It depends who's shooting it.
Yeah,
I think a little bit of their matchup zone wouldn't be terrible right here, just making sure with this lineup is finding their shooters. And on the floor right now they have Hall there, who's a very, very good shooter, as well as Stevens, who's a very good shooter. But I think it could be productive for you to go a little bit of zone.
McNulty checked back in the game for the Bears. We get over to Feltner, 15 on the shot clock. Put a couple dribbles, get to the bucket. Nice pass to Leanna McNulty. The freshman try to finish with the right hand. She does so. Leanna McNulty's got 4.
Tough play, good persistent finish. Used the spin move to get the middle of the paint, went to her strong hand, and great move for the freshman, Leanna McNulty.
Bears back up by 8. Hodges back goes over to Ice, and guarded by Stamper to Hall in the corner. Reed will close out on her. She gets to the bucket, gets over to Glover. Glover drive.
It'll be a bad backside rebound if we got to get it.
Glover with the offensive rebound, and she finishes to give Glover 7 points and 7 rebounds off the bench.
She's been going after her own shot and getting it, putting it back in, and hats off to her for that. That's a great effort play.
Over to Feltner. The stops, pops, holds release, rattles around, comes off. Glover gets her 8th rebound of the evening.
She's dominating that glass, both ends.
Especially this third period here, Coach. She's played extremely well. Stevens with the basketball, gets back over to Hodges. 20 on the shot clock. Over to Ison. Back over to Stevens, guarded by Feltner. She's going to try to get to the bucket.
Wow.
She pushed off. Extended the hand, no call. Glover went over the back, I thought, as well, too. But Morgan Stamper stayed strong at the rebound, Coach.
Yeah, it's good that they kept playing. I thought that was a for sure travel.
Feltner over to Stamper, swinging back to Reed. Bears it by 6. Close on a minute to go in the third period of play. Reed gets to the bucket. Over to McNulty. McNulty tries to go between the legs. Icing got her hands off. Back over to Frazier. 5 on the shot clock. Got the basketball. She drives, stops, pops, blocked by Bree Glover at the rim. And it should be Bears basketball. It is. However, only got 2 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, Bree Glover has been absolutely everywhere. She's played a great third quarter here in this women's game.
Yeah, she's definitely announcing her presence.
She really has. She's been so aggressive.
2 seconds on the shot clock. Feltner gets to Reed, falling away from the basket. Stops, pops, unable to do so. Reed fell down.
She would have been open right there.
Yeah, but I guess anytime you want away from the basket, only 2 seconds, it's hard to get that shot and reset, isn't it, Coach?
They were running a little bit of an elevator play at the top where they squeeze the defense in, and not only did they squeeze the defense in, they squeezed the offensive player in too, and caught her back foot. That she would have been open for a 3 right there. I don't mind that play at all. I don't love going away from the basket on that pass, but she was definitely going to be open had she not have fallen.
Patterson returns for the lineup for the Blue Raiders along with Oldham, and Englert returns for the Bears. Under a minute to play in the third period of play. Bears up by 6. Over to Oldham, looking for ice on the post. Hall from the corner, shot rattles around, comes off. Patterson rebound fresh off the bench. Over to Oldham, swings back over to Hodges.
Yeah, the offensive rebounding right now from Lindsey Wilson is tremendous. We've got to get a grip on that.
Screen coming up top over to Feltner. Hodges working against Feltner. Hodges now with the switch from Stanford. 5 on the shot clock. Oldham shots no good. Reed with the rebound.
Yeah, we were fortunate they didn't try to pound that in the post because we switched big on Little, and Ison would have been wide open on his backside against A.J. Reed on this post up, but forced a tough shot.
Feltner over to Frazier. Frazier got the basketball. Over to Reed. Got 5 on the shot clock, the play clock. Tries to finish at the bucket. Stanford with the rebound. Ison's going to be called for the foul. It'll be her 3rd. Team's 5th.
I think A.J. created a great drive right there, and the rule is that vertical means up, not out. So I would have definitely called a foul on her drive, but Morgan Stamper with a great hustle play just outworked the opponent right there for the for the glass with 2.3 seconds.
Stamper will go to the line shooting 2 shots. She made her only trip to the free throw line this evening. Took a hard fall there. Hopefully she's okay.
She did. Got her feet kind of just a little bit, nothing dirty, just got her feet slipped out from underneath over there.
First shot's up, rattles around, stays in. Shooter's roll there, Coach.
Yeah, that one kind of slid to her heel of her hand a little bit.
Yeah.
She didn't release that one like she normally does.
She's got 8 points and 13 rebounds. That one rattles around. Shots up, he'll count if it go. It doesn't.
You don't ever want to miss, but that's not the worst miss in the world to force them to make a pass out instead of getting a good shot.
So after 3 quarters of play, the Bears are leading this one 51-44. You're watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. You see the head coach, Ty Compton, on the screen right there, folks. They got a big ball game following this one as the Bears try to end a losing streak. And they got 1 game's championships as well left as a jumbled Mid-South Conference standings on the women's side and on the men's side, Coach.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. Everybody knows the importance of us getting off the snide, getting a win. And I'm sure that Coach is feeling the pressure a little bit, so are the players. But sometimes pressure makes diamonds. So we're hoping that will create some urgency in our guys tonight. We'll really release it and play well.
Well, you know what, playing at home usually helps out with that too, Coach.
Amen.
So Bears are up by 7 after 3, and they'll have the first possession of the 4th quarter. Engel gets over to Feltner. Reed and Stamper and also Frazier.
Big 4th quarter for the Lady Bears here. Yeah, I usually don't agree with the 3-second call, but I'd say it's probably the right call right there. Got caught with her dribble, and there wasn't really anything positive going to happen out of that.
It looked like she had that right foot in the paint there, Coach.
He is correct on that one, I think.
So Lindsey Wilson had the basketball, tried to cut into a 7-point lead.
Little horns action for the shooter. The ball screen follow.
Hodges tried to get the bucket.
Nice pivot feet right there.
Holden back over to Hall. 3-point shots up. Good. Sydney Hall. Bears it by 4.
Yeah, was contested, but a big shot for Hall as well as Lindsey Wilson right there. That was only their second 3 of the game.
Third
3 of the game.
And that's the second for Hall. Reed trying to finish at the bucket, unable to do so, but it'll be a foul on Lindsey Wilson.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything different between that drive to the left than she did earlier, that drive to the right. Just flipping the coin whether that's going to get called or not, but got herself to the free throw line with a good, strong drive.
Hodges is second, team's first here in the 4th. Reed to go to the line. She's 2 of 2. I got 3 of 3.
Yeah, if you told me even, I don't know exactly everybody's percentages, but you had me pick one. I feel very confident with A.J. Reed at the free throw line.
So Stevens will check back in for Lindsey Wilson. I'm not sure who she replaced.
I think.
Hodges.
No, Hodges went back. She's
getting a little bit of attention there. Reed to make both of those. Reed on the season's only missed 2 free throws all season long.
I can pick him, can I?
You can pick him. You know a good shooter when you see it. So Reed is up to 8 on the evening. Bears up by 6.
A little confusion here with the point guard out and the backup point in. A little elevator play.
Hall's up to 10 points on the evening.
Little matador defense there, like Olay, let her through.
I played a little basketball last night, Coach, and we played defense that same exact way. Bears up by 4, though.
We call that don't brother-in-law your teammate. Brother-in-law letting them get to the paint. I know my brother-in-law would let me go. I'm probably too competitive to let him.
Felder's up the basketball, gets to the free throw line, picks her dribble up, feeds the post to Engler. Shots up, partially blocked by Patterson by Blue Raiders. Now they're going to push. They got the basketball only down by 4.
That was a great pass right there, great entry. And I noticed earlier for some reason we're running our baseline player underneath the rim, and that brings help side to the play. I was afraid that was going to hurt us earlier, but it caught up to us right there. We got to keep that spacing.
Stevens get to the bucket. Steal by Sierra Felton. They got two Bears ahead of her.
If she can get out of that little trap right there, let's see if we can get us an easy one at the basket.
Nice spacing.
How about a three from the side here?
Bailey Frazier shots up. Good, Bailey Frazier. Bears up by 7.
Good awareness of knowing your teammate. A lot of times people run that to the lane. Bailey Frazier flared out there to the wing, and Sierra Felton with a great assist to the three-point shooter.
Frazier has 12, her second three-point bucket of the evening. Bears extend that lead back out to 7. Over to Glover, being guarded by Stamper. They'll get over to Hall, being guarded by Reed.
I like that a lot better. Just made a shot. We're going to chase her down, not let her catch it easy. That's smart basketball.
Hodges get to the bucket. Stevens at the bucket. She's able to finish. Stevens got 4. We'll call this on Feltner. Feltner's second, team's first here in the fourth. And that's going to send Stevens to the line shooting 1 shot.
That's a great drive by Stevens right there. And that, if you remember earlier in the game, we were having trouble of guarding dribble penetration, and that has shown its ugly face again here lately of letting Lindsey Wilson get to the rim. And then that time they got an and one to the to 0-0 there, Stevens.
Stevens makes her free throw. She's 79% on the season. She makes that one. Bears up by 4.
She did a great job of filling in for the point guard right there. I don't think that's her natural position.
So Hodges will check back in. Yeah, Stevens started at the shooting guard today, but she hasn't really seen a whole lot of action. But she made a big play there with the and one, up by 4. But the Bears leading this one by 4. Reed's got the basketball up top, being guarded by Oldham, over to Frazier.
They got a new sub in, 22 Gomez.
It's her first appearance of the day. Englert shots up, rattles around, comes off. Glover with a rebound. Give her, that's her double figures rebound. She has 10 off the bench. Hodges got the basketball, down by 4. Oldham looking for
Gomez, the new end. She's came in and really played, gave him a great defensive effort on the other end. And she's going to come out firing.
Shot rattles around, comes off. Reed, nice rebound for the Bears.
Looked good right there, just didn't go through the net.
Gomez, a freshman from Bedford, Indiana.
Who is the most famous basketball player from Bedford, Indiana?
Shaper tries to finish. The only basketball player, Damon Bailey?
Damon Bailey,
yeah,
my guy. Got it going. He was during our era.
I was going to say Larry Bird. That's French Lick, though.
Yeah, French Lick.
Over to Gomez. Gomez got the basketball. Looking for a couple of cutters. Glover's got the basketball. Back over to Oldham. Very patient offensively, under 10 on the shot clock. Austin's going to isolate against Englert. She kicks it back out to Oldham. 5-4 on the shot clock. Hodgins will step back. Ball's blocked by Bailey Frazier, her third of the evening.
Hey, we're gonna have to nickname her the Kimbe Mutombo. Isn't that the old finger he puts up and waves it off? That's 3 blocks for Bailey Frazier. That was a really good defensive possession. Really started from Mary Englert on the inside. Didn't give ground, kept in front of Olsen in there, wouldn't let her get too deep, and did a great job on the closeout for the 3 there at the end.
Over to Englert, Bears up by 4. Englert stops, pops, rattles around, comes off. Reed battles for it. Glover grabbed it, but she was out of bounds. So
great shot selection
shot
there by Mary Englert too. That's where she likes to get. That's her comfort zone.
Feltner's got the basketball, looking for Frazier. Nope, he's going to go Stamper on the cutter. See if she can finish. She does. Stamper has another double-double.
She's given up some size right there, but she's done a great job of using her shot fakes to get Glover lifted off the ground and then getting to the basket, getting her finish. That's a great job by Stamper.
10 points, 13 rebounds for the sophomore. Hodges tries to finish. Englert may go away with some contact.
Yeah, no question. That was definitely a foul on the shot. And did the right thing probably by giving Lisa the ball back to them on that. It definitely was not their ball. We didn't hit that, but we did foul.
Stevens will check in for Oldham. So it'll be 15 on the shot clock. Lindsey Wilson will inbound the basketball from the baseline. Gets into Hall, puts down a couple of dribbles, swings it back over to Ison, back to Hodges. Hall, it's going to be a hold on Reed.
I think you can call that a body foul if you wanted to. Hold foul, that is not when your hands are standing straight up in the air. So maybe just to pick the wrong selection of hands there.
So Reed's second, team second here in the fourth. That's Reed's first, team second. Ice looking the buck, scored the buck, gets her offensive rebound, shots up, won't go.
Strong effort by Olsen right there. She was determined to get to the basket, and that was a tough play getting to the rim.
So he's Frazier's second, team's third. Iceman go to the line shooting 2 shots. She's 5 of 6 from the free throw line.
I'm not sure Bailey Frazier was near that play, but it's only her second, so we'll take it.
Iceman 6 of 7, give her 16. Got a sub. Oldham will check in for Blue Raiders.
While we're doing all this talking, we forgot to get the sub in the game.
58-53. And she makes the second, give her 17. What about 4?
Well, I take that back. In the women's game, you got to wait till after the second, not in the men's.
So this will be a full timeout. So with 5:23 to go in the fourth period of play, Bears leading this one by 4. Watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to the UPIKE Gymnasium where with 5:23 to go in the fourth period. Bears leading this one 58-54. Coach, in the final 5:23, what does the Bears got to do in order to make it 5 in a row?
Well, you have to fight down the stretcher. You know, so Olsen, she was willing to do it. She was very aggressive on her drive and just demanded getting to the basket or free throw line. And we have to have that same mentality. We cannot have any give to us right now. Got to make winning plays every trip down the floor. And you're not going to score every time, but making a winning right play every time down the floor on both ends will be critical for us down the stretch here.
Feldner over to England. She tries to finish right hand, unable to do so. Morgan Stamp with the rebound. She finishes, give her 12 points and 14 rebounds, and the Bears up by 6.
Offensive rebound, fadeaway, bank shot. Nice job getting us another possession. That was a good aggressive drive by Mary England. Just shot a little bit too hard off the square.
Sydney Hall runs into Hodges, being guarded by Reed. Gets it back over to Hodges, over to Oldham. Got 14 on the shot clock. She'll back it back out. Hall come get the basketball. No, nice job by A.J. Reed to defend the pass. Under 10 on the shot clock. She tries to drive to A.J. Reed. Nice defensive effort here.
That's the fight I'm talking about.
Hodges shots it, rattles around. A.J. Reed with a rebound. She
Not
deserved
only
that rebound.
did she stop the play from happening, she also got the rebound. What an effort by A.J. Reed. Very competitive there on that series and no back down. Those are winning plays.
Felder's got the basketball, under 20 on the shot clock. She got the basketball, look for the roll from Englert. Over to Stamper. Frazier got the basketball on the wing. 10 on the shot clock now. Very patient offense for the Bears. Englert Reed, 5 on the shot clock. Behind the back dribbles. Fakes it. Englert takes this tough shot. Rattles around, comes off. Oldham with the rebound for Lindsey Wilson.
We're getting a little too quick. We've got our high-low action going and working on it. About the time we get our post player open, we're sending our wing cutter through. They need to maintain their position until for sure you don't have that high-low. It's crowding that action up.
Hodges over to Hall, over to Steven. Engler's got the basketball, and she's going to push for the Bears. They got numbers to get out. They do. Bailey Frazier tries to finish at the bucket. Unable to do so. That's going to be on Hodges. That'll be her third foul, the second team foul in the fourth period. And it's going to send Frazier to the line, who is 2 of 2 on the afternoon, or evening, excuse me. Ison and Stevens will check out for Lindsey Wilson. As Glover and Oldham will return. Frazier's first shot up is good. Give her 13. She's 3 of 3. Bears back up by 7.
That was a great drive by Mary Engler to get down the floor, beat 2 or 3 Blue Raiders down there, and gave Bailey Frazier the opportunity to get to the free throw line.
So Frazier down. She's 4 of 4. She's got 14.
That's a big possession right there to get that to 8 points. You like to see that. Now you got to keep fighting.
Hodges got the basketball at the top. Looking for Glover on the inside. Swings it back over to Gomez to check back in.
There it is.
A.J. Reed all over Sydney Hall right now. Gomez in the corner. Back into the Oldham, puts down a couple of dribbles. Back over to Hodges. Her three-point shots up front of the rim. Glover gets her. That's her 12th rebound. The Oldham, she's got the basketball.
I think they were a little. She She's a little bit out of her rhythm right now. Oldham is. That's normally a shot she'll take.
Under 10 on the shot clock. Frazier works on a screen from Glover. Sydney Saw shots up front of the rim. Gomez, nice offensive rebound. Bailey Frazier comes away with it for the Bears. Sierra Feltner's got it.
I'm not even sure how he came up with that.
Reed shot up, side of the rim. Feltner with the rebound, unable to come away with it. Morgan Stamper does. That's in finish. Morgan Stamper, Bears back up by 10.
Great effort. There's bodies on the floor on both ends and really fighting for every possession right now, and that's great to see. Everything's contested. Defensively, you love to see that from the Lady Bears.
Stamper's up to 14 points and 15 rebounds. Hodges shots up, rattles around, comes off. Mary Englert with a rebound.
I think I'm sniffing a little fatigue on the Blue Raiders and probably a little bit on the Lady Bears as well, but a little fatigue right now.
Well, if they're fatigued, I'm glad we're up 10 points.
Absolutely.
Closing on 2 minutes to go in the fourth period of play.
And here's where you grind this possession out. You want to try to get your best shot, late shot clock, and pretty nice
Englert
job
left-handed
right
shot. Give her 12. It's going to be on Oldham. Oh, I'm sorry, 22. That's on Gomez.
That's really nice patience, working to get the very highest percentage shots you can possibly get, and that's about as high percentage you can right at the rim. Proud of it.
Well, it was once 58-54, and the Bears went on an 8-0 run. They stretched it out to a 12-point lead. Englert have one shot, and she makes it. Mary Englert's up to 13 on the evening. Bears up 67-54. Over to Ison, being guarded by Frazier. Steven trying to finish at the bucket, unable to do so. I think they will get Morgan Stamper with a little body contact going. They do get Morgan. They give her 3 fouls. There's 4 against the Bears in the fourth period of play. Send Stevens to the line, shooting 2 shots. She's 1 of 1 from the free throw line. She'll have 2. First shot's up, it's good. Closes to 67-55. Stevens will have 1 more. Puts down a couple of dribbles. Second shot's up is good as well. That closes 67-57. Sorry, 67-56, excuse me. Feltner over to Englert. Glover with a steal. She's going to try to finish. Englert with a foul with a bucket. Englert will be her 3rd. They'll send Glover to the line, shooting 2 shots. Glover 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Bears up 11, 1:46 to go here, Coach. Really, you just talk about you don't have to really push anything on offense. Maybe a little more patient, right?
Yeah, you hate to see that turnover possession right there to get them an opportunity. You got 30 seconds on your clock, got to make them foul you, and not a terrible foul there by Mary Englert. Make them earn it from the line, and especially not their best free throw shooter.
Glover will have 1 more. Second shot's up, rattles around and stays in.
We got the better of that deal.
Glover's got 8 points and 12 rebounds. They're within 10.
Little 1-2-1-1 half-court trap here.
Feltner's looking.
No need to attack right here. The clock is your ally.
Frazier's got the basketball, gets over to Englert. Another steal by Bree Glover.
Back-to-back turnovers, that's not what you want.
And they're going to get Stamper on the foul.
Absolute right call right there. Not a very good job of stopping the ball in transition and letting them get to the rim.
That's her 4th. Glover now has a double-double with 10 points and 12 rebounds. They're within 8. Glover will have 1 shot. She makes it. Now they're within 7.
She's had an amazing half. She's been really dominant.
Frazier bring the basketball up for the Bears. Swing it to Glover. Almost another steal. Had to attack that. That's where they want the trap. That's what you call that. With the 4 points on the. So with 1:14 to go, the Bears leading this one 67-60. Over to Feltner. Feltner's got the basketball up top. Swings, got under the free throw line over to Englert. Englert puts down a couple of dribbles. Over to Frazier. Frazier gets to the baseline. Got 10 on the shot clock. Stamper's going to try to finish at the bucket. Blocked by Bree Glover at the bucket. Sydney Hall comes up with it. Glover's got the basketball. She's going to push. Still Englert, Mary Englert. Over to A.J. Reed. The Bears going to look like they're going to be able to control this one. But Mary Englert's got the basketball. over to Sierra Feltner. Looks like they're going to try to foul. Foul be on Sydney Hall. Hall's second, team's fourth. So there's one more foul from the bonus. Feltner's got the basketball. That's right, he'll be inbound from the side. Looking inside, get inside to Englert. Be fouled by Jordan Stevens. Be Stevens' third, team's fifth. So that's going to send Englert to the line shooting 2 shots. She's been to the line one time tonight. She's missed her only free throw. She's got 12 points on the afternoon, or evening, excuse me. Englert will have 2. She's been on a couple of dribbles. She'll spin the basketball, holds the release. First one rattles around, comes out. 67-60. 36 seconds to go. Englert have one more from the free throw line. That's good, 68-60. Englert's got 13.
That's a good possession right there to get a made basket anyway.
Just get a point. Hall shots up, rattles around, comes out, a battle for the floor for the basketball. And Lindsey Wilson will keep possession of the ball with 26 seconds to go. In this situation, Coach, 26 seconds to go, up by 8. Just don't want to don't foul shooters, right?
Yeah, you want to stay in front. You want to contest. You want to try to make it a tough 2 or a tough 3, and by all means, go rebound the basketball. It's got to be one shot and done, and they should switch the possession arrow. It should be our possession arrow, so you got the jump ball if you need it.
Hall will throw the basketball in, try to get in. She does. Steven tries to finish at the bucket and lose. So Mary England's got the basketball. They're going to foul her. That'll be on Stevens.
That's exactly what you want to try to do. You got her at the rim. Straight up, don't foul. If she makes it, it's not the end of the world, but you got an opportunity there to get the rebound and go down there and make you 2 free throws.
Stevens' fourth. Englert go to the line shooting 2 shots. On 1 for 3 on the afternoon, but Englert sprinted down to the free throw line this time, Coach.
Yeah, that was – she's got different body language. She wanted to hunt this free throw, and as a player, these are the ones you want. These lock your game up and give you an opportunity to put a couple more points in your column there, and you can just tell her body language is different.
Give Englert 15 on the evening.
Now you just don't want to foul. Just stay in front. Don't give an easy one.
Shot was good. That's Hodges. Bears up by 10. Gets
Good
it over
job.
to Frazier. I think there's one back off here. The Bears are up by 8, excuse me. And the Bears will win their 5th
Big
straight
game.
to move to 15-10 on the season and 9-9 in Mid-South Conference action. And, Coach, again, separating in 4th to 9th. There's only one game. This is a huge win for the Bears.
That is, and it just continues a string of good play by our Lady Bears. And not to mention, and we'll celebrate this on Saturday, but Cliff Williams' 100th victory as a head coach, and couldn't be prouder of the coach he is, but even more so than that, the man that he is.